Do you ever feel like your own mind is out of control? Like your thoughts, emotions, and impulses are running wild, and no matter how hard you try, they just won't listen to you. What if I told you that controlling your mind is just like training a wild horse? Sounds interesting, right? Then watch this video till the end, because today I'll tell you a story that holds the secret to mastering your own mind. There was once a great king who loved horses. He had 4 wild stallions, strong, fierce, and completely untamed. No matter how many trainers tried, no one could control them. Every time someone tried to ride them, they were thrown to the ground. The king was desperate. He announced a reward of 1 lakh gold coins for anyone who could tame them. Many skilled trainers came, but they all failed. Some even broke their bones trying. Then, one day, a young trainer arrived at the palace and said, "I can train your horses, but I have 2 conditions." The king was intrigued. "Tell me your conditions," he said. The trainer replied, "First, I need 1 full year to train them. Second, I need a huge enclosed space where I can stay with them. No one should enter or interfere." The king, having no better option, agreed. The next day, the trainer led the wild horses to the massive enclosure. But instead of tying them up or forcing them to obey, he simply ran along the walls of the enclosure. The horses ran wildly in different directions at first, but he didn't stop them. After some time, he fed them, gave them water, and lay down near them. The next morning, he woke up and started running again. Slowly, the horses began to observe him. When he ran, they ran. When he stopped, they stopped. Days turned into weeks, and the horses started trusting him. He never used force, never hurt them, just ran with them, ate with them, and slept near them. Over time, the horses began following him willingly. After 6 months, the king came to check on the progress. He was shocked to see that whenever the trainer ran, the horses ran behind him like obedient followers. By the end of the year, the trainer placed a saddle on each horse. This time, they didn't resist. Then he slowly started riding them. When the year was over, the king returned. To his amazement, the trainer rode all 4 horses effortlessly. The once wild stallions were now perfectly tamed. The king asked, "How did you do what no one else could?" The trainer smiled and said, "I didn't control them by force. I earned their trust, understood their nature, and became their friend. Slowly, they accepted me as their leader." The king was so impressed that he not only gave the trainer the reward, but also made him the royal horse master. Now you might be wondering, how does this story relate to you? The truth is, inside every one of us, there are 4 wild horses that we struggle to control. 1. The horse of worry, overthinking, stressing about things beyond our control. 2. The horse of anger, losing temper, reacting impulsively. The horse of pride, ego and arrogance, thinking we are always right. The horse of greed, always wanting more, never being satisfied. And just like the trainer in the story, your mind is the trainer of these 4 horses. You cannot control your mind by force. You have to understand it, be patient with it, and guide it gently. Instead of letting problems overwhelm you, step back and analyze them calmly. Instead of letting anger control you, learn when to express it and when to let go. Instead of being arrogant, have confidence without ego. Instead of chasing endless desires, learn what is truly valuable. When you train your mind the right way, it stops resisting you and starts working for you. So tell me, are you ready to become the master of your own mind? If this story made you think, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and let me know in the comments which horse you struggle with the most. And remember, your mind is your greatest ally if you learn how to train it.